we cut out one or two, we're missing part of Jesus. We're missing part of him. We're still getting him, but there's more of him that we're missing out on. So my heart was burning. The world needs to receive this ministry of the office of prophet, just as I have, so that they can really know Jesus. Now, this prophet was the only real prophet in my life who I had encountered. So even though I knew at the time, this was years ago, even though I knew that there are many other prophets in this world and that God wants to use and is currently using, even though I knew that, he was the only one I saw before my eyes and who I had encountered and been blessed by. So I spoke words that were childish because I was a child in the Lord. Apostle Paul says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. This is 1 Corinthians 13:11. So remember, this was just about a year or so after I had first encountered the power of God. So though I was a Christian my whole life, I was a baby in the Lord. And I went to this church and I was honoring this man of God. I was not glorifying him. I was honoring him, as God calls us to give honor where honor is due. And so it was this moment of honoring him. And my heart was to honor him. My heart was not to glorify him in any way. I've never glorified any man. I've only ever given glory to Jesus, even when I was a child in the Lord. But in that moment, I spoke like a child. The words came across, not what my heart was. And so what I meant to say was, the world will not know the real Jesus until they encounter the power of God, until they encounter prophets as well as all fivefold ministries. They won't know the fullness of Jesus. That's what I meant to say. But what I said was, and I am denouncing these words right now before you, because the words I said do not reflect my truth now. And were just spoken as a child in the Lord, and speaking as a child who's so enthusiastic and excited. Like a child says to their dad, "You're a superhero." A child can say, "You're the best. My dad's the best dad in the world. He's way better than your dad." A child can say that. They don't mean it with ill intent. They don't mean to glorify their dad. It's pure. That's how I was speaking. But it comes off to people through this video like I was glorifying a man. So I'm denouncing these words right now because I want you to know for real my heart and where I stand. So the words I said was, "They will not know the real Jesus unless they know you." I said that to him, to Prophet Geordavie. I denounce those words now. Like I said, what I meant with my heart was, I've never encountered Jesus' love like I have through you. It's all you. It's not the man. It's Jesus. I want the world to be blessed how I was. And all I know is that I received that blessing through this prophet of God, this man of God.